So a few weeks ago I recorded my first My Mad Saturday Round with Garmin video, and in it I said this. So there we have it, a quick overview of my round today. I normally play every Saturday, so I'm planning on doing this every Saturday. And I forgot to say at the start, my handicap at the moment is 10.3. My goal is to get down to single figures, so although my course handicap is around 9, I actually want to say that I'm a single figure handicap player, so that means I need to get down to 9.4 in my mind. So that's my goal. So 10.3 at the moment, trying to get down to 9.4. Wish me luck. The following Saturday my handicap actually went up to 11, and then it stuck around 11, 10.7, 10.6, and then I had a round of level par golf. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the round I was level par. It just never happens for me. And the only thing that changed was I'd read a book or listened to a book in the car called The 4 Foundations of Golf by a guy called John Sherman, and that's the only thing I can think of that changed my game, because I played that weekend with a mindset of whatever happens, happens. And this whole book is about changing your attitude towards golf and bringing the fun back into the game. And I think over the years I'd got really focused on my score to the point where I'd come home miserable if I had a bad score. This book teaches you to learn how to love the game again. So I'm going to put up the book, a link to the book, so you can go and buy it. It's I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. It's just a book I think every golfer should read. So yeah, give it a go, and hopefully it'll lower your handicap like it did mine. Full disclosure though, the following weekend I went out and shot 86, but it was pretty windy and raining, so I'm going to blame the weather. We'll see how I go this Saturday though. So here we are on the Garmin Connect app, and as you can see, here's the scores since sort of early December: 13 over, 11 over, 14 over, 14 over, 10 over, 11 over, 12 over, 8 over for 9 holes. And then wham bam, 71, even par. Go figure, right? And then there's that bad round the week after of plus 15. But let's go back and let's look at the 71. So looking at the scorecard, I had 2 under on the front 9, so out in 33, and then I had 2 over on the back 9, so 33, 38, 71, level par. I only hit 15 out of 13 fairways. I had 9 out of 18 greens in regulation, but I think where I made most of my shots on that round, look, I only had 27 putts, which is really good for me. So yeah, there it is. Let's go through it hole by hole. So here we are on the first hole of Clark's Beach, which is a par 5, good drive, 20 meters. Then I hit an 8-iron in and 2 putts for a birdie. Great start. Next hole, another good drive over 200 meters, which is good for me, and then a pitching wedge in and 2 putts for a par. Then par 3 on the green and 1, 2 putts, easy par 3. Then we have another par 5, not too great a drive, but left. Then I just hit a 4-iron down the fairway, gap wedge on, and then 2 putts. Following that, there's a par 3. Solid shot with a gap wedge, 100 meters straight onto the green, 2 putts. 6th hole, par 4, really solid straight drive down the middle, and then sort of chipped up a little gap wedge and 2 putts for a par. 7th hole, not a great drive, 180 meters, round to the left a bit. Then I had a 7-iron, 89 meters, which was what you'd call a chunk, and then chipped it on and holed a 1 putt for a 4, which is great. 8th hole, probably one of my best drives of the day, 233 meters, and then gap wedge onto the green and then 2 putts. And then on the 9th hole, 1 shot onto the green, a 5-iron, which is really solid, and then 1 putt for a birdie. So is that's 2 birdies there, yeah, that's right, so 2 birdies on the front 9. And then looking at the back 9, starting on the 10th, again another solid drive down the middle, 132 meters to the pin, and I had an 8-iron and had 2 putts. The next par 4, just hit a 5-iron, a bit to the right, but then hit a gap wedge, which was short of the green, chip on and a single putt, which is fantastic. 12th hole, Pretty solid shot to the left of the pin, as you can see here, but a 1 putt for a birdie. And then this is where the bogey snuck in a little bit. So a drive of only 159 meters, and then a 4-iron. No, actually I had to chip out, then a 4-iron onto the green and 2 putts, so a bogey there. 14th hole, good drive, 209 meters, and then a really solid 3-wood, just short of the green though, but then a chip and a putt for a par. 15th, short par 4, I hit a driver, 188 meters, then I had to kind of bend it around a tree, and I sort of hit it low with a 5-iron onto the green and then 2 putts. This is where another bogey snuck in. It's a really long par 3. I hit a 4-iron to the left of the green, back up onto the green, and then 2 putts for the bogey there. And then the 17th, another par 5. Not a very good drive, only 184 meters. Had to chip out down the fairway because I didn't want to risk going into this water here. And then I had a solid 5-iron onto the green and 2 putts for a par. And then the last hole, I had a feeling that I was close to par. I didn't really know, but I just had a feeling, and then I had a good drive, and then I played safely up the middle to about 85 meters, hit a gap wedge on, but I didn't hit it on, I hit it on into a bunker, and then got out of the bunker. I think I had about a 12-foot putt, which would have been for a par, which would have made me 1 under the par for the course, but I actually lipped out, and I had a 6, but finished with a 71, which is by far my best round ever. And because of that, my handicap got chopped from, it's like 11 at the time, down to 8.7. So I officially play off 9, which means I can say I'm a single-figured golfer. Probably won't last long, but it's taking me 30 years of playing golf, and I'm just proud to say that I finally got there, and I'm loving the game. So I just wanted to finish up again by saying go out and buy the 4 Foundations of Golf book. It's game changing, it was for me. I think you'll really enjoy it. It's got some fantastic stats about how amateur golfers put so much pressure on ourselves to perform when it's not our job. We don't do it for a living. It's supposed to be fun, but we kind of make it hard for ourselves. So John Sherman wrote a fantastic book, so I'd recommend you go and buy it.